Hi Gemini, how you doing? Thanks for being here at 11:44 messages. And so yeah, this is a reading for you based on messages that the universe wants you to know at this very moment. So, as you can see, you got a lot. You got a lot of messages here. Some of them are repeat messages. I mean, there's basically a theme going on here. And I mean, I guess I can kind of condense it, but I think you need to know everything. So I'll just tell you everything. Sorry, I won't spoil it for you. Okay, so let me turn these cards over for you so that you can see everything. Well, it's going to be hard to see everything that needs to be seen just by glancing at it, because you got more than one clarifier for some cards. It was just a lot, like a lot. I just flipped them over as I was recording the messages here. All right, so let's get started. Very first message out, the Three of Air. And wait, did you see that? There we go. The Three of Air. And it's clarified by the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So you're basically urged by the universe to expand your mind, open your mind. Okay? You could be working on something. For many, you've already put it out, like a creative endeavor, a business. And that's for a lot of us. That's for a lot of signs. Um, Make sure that you learn all that you can about whatever you put out so that you can really have the knowledge and the skills required um, to take this as far as it will go. Welcome feedback. Make sure that it's constructive criticism. Learn from others. Be open-minded. Learn your lessons. Learn from failures. Don't be a know-it-all. It's okay to learn from other people. You really love, or you will love doing whatever this is. Can you see the smoke? I want you to see. I created a whole vibe here for you because, air. Let's see, maybe I can put it here and just maneuver everything around this. Yeah, that's what I'll do because I really want you to see it. I put it here for a reason. Whoa, not for you to see me burn myself. Okay. So, yeah, make sure that you are open to learning from other people and learning from your failures and life experiences. You will love doing whatever this is that you are thinking about putting out, or whatever it is that you have put out. You'll have a deep love for it. For some, it could be many things. It allows you to showcase your talents and use your creativity, and you really will enjoy doing that. You could also be working with others, okay? Make sure that you follow your intuition and you use your logic as well as your heart, head, and heart when taking advice from other people. Like I said, make sure it's constructive criticism. Or make sure that you use your intuition when choosing who you work with, okay? Make sure that they are the right people to work with. Um, The very first message that I did was this one. That was the first one that came out, but this is the first one that I actually got messages for. So, the Eight of Earth, and it's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. You are encouraged to do exactly what you love at this time. Like I said, you have a lot of repeat messages here. A business, a creative endeavor, whatever it is, it promises to be abundant. It promises a life of comfort. Be comfortable with this if you've started this already. Be comfortable with what you put out. But, as far as living in the present and enjoying what you put out. But at the same time, don't get too comfortable to where you are possibly plateauing, okay? Make sure that you really get the most out of whatever it is that you decide to put out, because you can push it all the way, okay? And that's a repeat message here. Don't just settle with, the basic. You can really push your ideas all the way to where places that you could not have even imagined. You can take it that far, okay? This is a very much inspired time for you, a time of manifestation. Determine how you want your future to look. Make plans, but, also be comfortable with changes. That's another message that comes out in this a few times. You can go so far with whatever you choose to do, so why not? Just take the leap. And continue to use your money wisely and constructively. If you're not doing that, then you are urged to do that. All right. So now we're going to move on. Let's see, right here. The Seven of Water. And it's clarified by the Star. So, for some, you're urged to release and let things flow naturally. Like I was just saying, wow. Let things flow naturally. Don't try to control every detail. Make plans, like I said, but be okay with change and obstacles. Wow, I literally just said this. Be flexible. Everything happens exactly how it's supposed to happen. So you will have what you need. As long as you have the right energy, of course. And with the Star, you will also have what you desire, what you've wished for. It's a wish come true. So remember to let go of expectations. Don't worry, don't fear, because that puts you in a negative space and it's hard to manifest from that space. It's hard to have hope in that space. As long as you know that you've done everything in your power, then let go of control, release, let the universe do the rest. Because you will have success. You will be recognized for whatever it is that you are putting out. Next message. Where's my cup? Where is it? Right here. Your next message is journey. And that's clarified by the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. Life is about experiences, Gemini, okay? Don't linger on what was lost or what was considered a failure, because that's what life is about. For some of you, you could be too focused on the past, too focused on things that didn't work out. You could be kicking yourself about decisions that you've made. Um, but you don't realize that the past helps shape your future. Um, you're urged, though, to focus on the present. Be in the present. You can't control too much. You can't put too much control in the future, like I said. You do have a part in it, but you're not there yet. So be where you are, which is in the present. You're not in the past. That's done, okay? Um, be grateful for your journey. Make peace with the bad stuff. Be happy and grateful for the good stuff. Choose your battles at this time so you can have more enjoyment when it comes to your life experiences. Don't succumb to your inner conflict. Don't be low vibration. Okay, that's very important. This is what the universe wants you to know. Okay, you do have a choice to be negative or positive when things come up. You always have a choice with how you react. And I know it sounds like, okay, well, that's easy to say, but when things actually come up, it's a different story. No. Say you are on your way somewhere and you get a flat tire. Okay, that's a so-called negative experience. But as long as you have the right energy, okay, so that happened. That was an obstacle for me. I can choose to linger on that, let that linger in that energy, or I can choose to focus on something that makes me happy. Focus on, okay, well, I needed to change that tire anyway. Or whoever comes and helps you. You could, meet someone that comes and helps you and they end up being a very important part of your life, Anything can happen. There's always a choice, though. It's important to realize that life is about contrast. You have to have positive and you have to have negative. There has to be balance, good, bad. There has to be that. So, life is happening for you. Life is not happening to you. So, yes, bad things will happen. That's just life. And I hope that you don't take this, in a harsh way. I mean, I'm speaking to Gemini. I know that you guys can feel where I'm coming from without, looking at it like too emotionally and looking at it, in a negative way. Just know that this is coming from the universe. This is coming from love, okay? So, when bad things happen, so-called bad things happen, remember that you have to have bad things happen. It's part of life and it helps you grow. And once you look at life happening for you instead of to you, that changes your entire mindset. It empowers you and it actually helps your energy so that you can start, manifesting more and more. It also puts you at ease, puts your body at ease, puts your mind at ease. And that's another story for another day, but we will talk about that. Okay? It's urged at this time especially to avoid unwanted or unnecessary conflict. That's very important. People, especially when you are elevating, will try to pull you down because they want you to be in the same space. You hear it all the time. Misery loves company. Okay? Don't engage. Don't engage, Gemini, okay? Learn from your mistakes so you don't repeat them. And be honest with yourself. This is a time of dark night of the soul work, doing your shadow work, being completely honest with yourself. Okay? You have 2 5s here in this message. The 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. 5s are about change. It's time for you to change the way you view things. Have you changed? If not, it's time, okay? The next message, you got the Four of Fire and it's clarified by the Seven of Cups reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed. All right. For some, you need to be more disciplined when it comes to your work ethic, or more disciplined when it comes to whatever creative endeavor that you are going after. Develop a routine at this time and stick to it, because for some, it could be affecting, or it has affected opportunities that you could have received or been a part of. Practice to perfect your skills. Be focused. I got that. What is it? Is it the jack of all trades but a master of none? I'm not sure how that saying goes. But make sure that you perfect one thing, move on to the next. I know, at least in my experience, for the Geminis that I have known, interacted with, all of that, they move from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. You get bored with this, okay, we're done. Put that on the back burner. Time to move on to something else. Or even if you're not bored, it's just like you like change. You're all about change. You like to keep moving on to the next thing. You can have like all of your burners just full of stuff that you're working on, okay? And that can be overwhelming sometimes for Geminis. So you could have a lot of fantasies about what you want, but and you could fantasize more than you actually work on what you want. For some, you could feel uninspired. You could not want to do something anymore because you maybe expected it to blow up overnight. Like, well, I put a little bit of effort into it, but you didn't put enough. It was very little tending to that thing, so that's why it didn't get anywhere. You could be, for some, confused about what direction you want for your future. Maybe you've changed up completely when it comes to what business you want to put out, what creative venture you want to move towards. You could have totally new goals, okay? If this is love, you may have moved on from wanting a commitment with someone, or you could be indecisive about a commitment, or if you want to be in a commitment. You could want to keep your options open, or you could refuse to see a truth about yourself when it comes to how you are in relationships. You could, for some, be looking for an escape when it comes to a relationship, like you're just tied down, you're trapped. You could feel overwhelmed, okay? Or for some, you could be overwhelmed with options when it comes to love. You could have a lot of different people that want to be with you, and you feel overwhelmed by that. If it's a business situation, you could be overwhelmed with the amount of opportunities that are in front of you. You don't know what you really want to commit to, that's business or love. For some, you could even retry a business venture. Like, you could have had an old idea and now you want to see if you can turn it into something. And that actually came up in another message. I think it was this, the Ace of Fire. That card also spoke about revamping an old idea and making it new. Okay? If it's love, you could retry a relationship. Okay? You could choose to stay there. Maybe get therapy with this person, if it's worth it though. And if it's the business, you could retry it and it could be successful for you once you revamp it. The next message, It was right here. The Nine of Air reversed. I guess I'll show it upright so you can see what it looks like at least. But it's reversed. And the World card. You are, or you should, realize that you were born to create, Gemini, okay? If you do realize this, then you've completed your cycle, well, this cycle, because we never stop learning. We never stop completing cycles. Once you end one, it's time for the new one. That's how life goes. But once you realize how powerful you are, then you will complete this cycle here. Well, that's one of the things that you need to complete this cycle here. When you understand your mind and who you really are and how powerful you are, then you are understanding the universe and you can work with the universe harmoniously. That's when it's easier for you to manifest what you want. So don't restrict yourself. You're in a very inspired and creative time. I know it sounds cliche, all this stuff that I'm saying, but it's obviously what the universe wants you to know, okay? That's what this whole reading is about. A lot of you will change completely, 180, learning these lessons, becoming more self-aware. That's a big message, one of them, in this reading. It's important for you to become more self-aware, do your shadow work, heal from the past, do whatever is necessary so that you increase your self-awareness. The next message, the Ace of Air, and it's clarified by the Six of Wands. This is another message about your personal truths. Don't lie to yourself. Know your mind. Again, any old beliefs that you've had about, the past, let it go. It's important to have a new way of thinking. It's about change, like we talked about earlier. Let go of the old ways because they no longer serve you here. That's the only way that you can get to this ending of this cycle. Retrain your brain. Let go of what society believes that you should be. Be more self-aware once again. There's a difference between facts and assumptions. And once you realize that difference, then you're fine. Don't let others' opinion of you become your facts. Life experiences will help you learn these lessons. And all of the things that are motivating you and exciting you and inspiring you in your head, your goals, your dreams, all of that right now, you are encouraged to see how far you can go with that. This is what will help you succeed and get the recognition that you are supposed to be getting. This next message is a repeat message, so I'll keep it short. Ten of Earth, Four of Wands. You got a lot of tens in this reading. Tens are about completion, like I was just saying. This is a time of rewards. If you do all this work, you will see the rewards. This is a time, once again, of pushing your goals and your ideas to the max. Doing something that you love to have a fulfilling life. Okay? Showing and being your true self. Change is good and necessary. It's important that you understand that. And you are made stronger by past experiences. That's a repeat message. Learn from experience. Once again, I mean, I can't make it up. Learn from experience. That's what these cards are about. Heaven, Earth, and the Ace of Cups, but it came out sideways, so I'm leaving it sideways. For some of you, or I mean, if you do this, you could have a spiritual awakening, and that is what will change you because you'll be looking at things from a different perspective. You could be enjoying life, or you are urged, like I said, to live in the present and enjoy your life. Have your gratitude. And understand that even though you're running into obstacles, you could run into obstacles and delays. That's helping you have the experiences that you need to learn from. What is this? The next one? No, that's not the next one. This is the next one. Seven of Earth. Look at the chakras. That's balancing, making sure that you're in alignment. And Nine of Pentacles. Embracing change. This is another repeat message. This is also talking about grounding yourself, like I was just saying. Address your stress. Find out what it is that causes you to have stress. If it's thinking about the past, address it so that you can heal and move on. It's also encouraging you to interact more with others. Maybe you're a lot into your technology at this time, maybe on social media a lot, maybe watching too much of the news. You're encouraged to interact with others, putting the phone down or laptop, whatever it is, getting into nature more, treating yourself for some, enjoying the finer things in life. And for some, the finer things in life is recognizing, what nature has to offer. So, you're urged to release fears and doubts because, like I said, that keeps you in a low vibration. Release self-pity. If you're in that energy of, especially that's seen a lot when you're focused on your past. You start having that woe is me attitude. Well, I'm a victim. Don't play the victim. Take responsibility for your part. Even if it was a bad relationship, okay, and you did nothing wrong, okay, but you stayed in it. That would be your part. You chose the person. You ignored red flags. It could be any of that stuff. Don't be the victim. Heal your past. Do the shadow work. Balance yourself. You have unlimited potential. Don't ruin it with the low vibration. Get into alignment, okay? These are all points that I have marked, okay? Let's see what else I had. Be centered. Be emotionally positive. Don't be distracted by people. And that was seen with that Five of Swords. People could be trying to get you to, like I said, be low vibe. Don't be distracted by them. All right. So, let's see what else we have here. The Faith card. Clarified by the Sun. And the Eight of Pentacles. So, this is talking about, for some of you, like I said, as far as perfecting your craft, you could need to gain additional skills to really take this, far. Or you could be in that energy right now of gaining additional skills to master your craft, putting in the effort, focusing on one thing at a time. You see, this person is focused, one pentacle at a time. Don't give up because of past mistakes. That's a strong message here. Hurt people, and understanding that will help you. If you had a bad childhood, understanding that maybe that person that raised you was hurt. they were unhealed. And so they could not be the best person for you because of that, okay? So it's time to understand, have empathy, forgive, so you can move on from that. Um, Set believable and realistic goals at this time. That's another big one. Because you don't want to get discouraged if something doesn't work out. Even though failure is normal and it's good, it's healthy for you, at the same time, you want to be realistic with, I mean, you have the Seven of Cups reversed here. You want to be realistic with the ideas and goals and all of that that you have, so that you can lessen some of that if it doesn't work out how you want. And also, like I said, be flexible. Um, Make sure that for some of you, you're not receiving compliments well. If someone is trying to compliment you, accept it. You don't have to compliment them back. Just accept it, and that's that. That's it. You're not obligated to compliment them back. And don't down yourself. Oh, you have a cute dress, Gemini. Oh, it's old. No, don't do any of that. Okay? You will gain clarity here. You will learn to express yourself freely if you are not already. You will get public recognition. You're promised success here. Okay? Your endeavors will profit. They will pay off. Your investments will pay off. As long as you're focused and you have the right energy. The next message is the counselor. And it's clarified by the Five of Pentacles. You will be more, or should be more, empathetic and understanding. Emotionally intelligent. Tap more into your emotions. Okay? You may be confused by them. Like, what are these things? So those are emotions, Gemini. Oh my gosh. You could have mixed emotions even at this time. It's important for you to listen and hear people. Hear their voice, hear what they're saying, but also listen to them. Don't just hear someone to respond. Hear someone and listen to them to understand. If someone hurts you with their words, try to understand the emotions behind their words. Or if that's you saying, hurting yourself with your own words, where is that coming from? If someone comes to you with an issue they have, same thing. Get to the bottom of it, the emotions behind where they're coming from. Don't just hear the words. Help the needy. This Five of Pentacles card is a need card. You could have people that are injured that are coming to you for you to help them, to counsel them. Because they could feel as if you're wise. You could have a lot of people that come to you just to listen to them and offer advice to them. Be neutral. Make sure that you are compassionate, okay, and understanding. And you have another message with that, kind of. You have the Integrity card, and it's clarified by the Temperance card. Lead by example. Be the best version of yourself so that you can do that. Heal in order to do that. Don't take the easy way out. Don't cheat. Be compassionate. Be patient with others and yourself. Feel your feelings. That's the only way that you can heal. Be honest, but try not to hurt people. So be honest, but be compassionate with your honesty. Okay, so there's a very thin line to balance there. But I'm sure you'll figure it out, Gemini. Next message. Oh, we already did this one. That was the very first one. The next message is the Ten of Air. And it's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, as well as the 5. Once again, another 5 change. The 5 of Wands. Don't compete with others. Don't worry about what others think. Be authentic. Be yourself. Do you. Stay in your own lane. Agree to disagree, because you are urged at this time especially to choose your battles. Take your ego out of it. Sometimes your ego is good for you. It could allow things to go in your favor unexpectedly if you listen to what the universe is trying to tell you here. When you're not focusing on lower vibe things, then things clear up for you out of nowhere. Opportunities manifest. Money manifests. Okay? Next message is the 6 of Air. And it's clarified by the 9 of Wands reversed. For some, especially with that 5 of Cups earlier, you could be investing in something that's a dead end. You are urged, also with the 8 of Cups earlier, to cut your losses and move on. If you're not already, make a budget. Manage your money correctly, wisely. If it's a job, get a new job, because it's a dead end. If it's a relationship, it's served, you both have served your purpose in each other's lives. You could actually have an epiphany about this. But before you make any moves, weigh your options. Maybe even make a pros and cons list. Do whatever you need to do so that you can make an informed decision here. And once again, this is telling you to be self-aware and take responsibility for your part in things. Don't just always point the finger, because you know what they say about the other fingers. Empower yourself by doing that. Open your mind. Be more open-minded. That's another repeat message. All right. And let's see if we had any other messages here. Actively pursue your goals. Take advantage of opportunities and new beginnings. You have a lot of new opportunities that are waiting to present themselves to you. Take action. Don't procrastinate. Be more decisive instead of indecisive. It's also talking about in here new versus traditional. Get rid of the traditional ideas and focus on new, original ideas. That will help you manifest as well. All right. Page of Pentacles. That talks about studying a craft. You know, these are repeat messages basically, but we basically talked about all of this. Balancing your energies, masculine and feminine energy, balancing yourself, your emotions versus your logic. Tens talk about completion. Oh, look at this right underneath. I can't make it up. The Fool. This is time for a new life, a new journey. This is a completion right here. Once you follow all of that, that will be the completion to that journey. All right, I think I've covered everything. So I will let you go now. I know this was a lot to take in, but you got a lot of repeat messages, so Hopefully that wasn't annoying to you, okay? And hopefully this helped you. If you like the vibe, then consider subscribing. That would be great. If you actually like this video, then please like the video. And you can also leave me a comment and give me some feedback. We talked about feedback earlier for you, Gemini. I like feedback too, okay? This is what the universe wanted you to know. This was not personal, so please don't take it that way. And I hope you enjoyed this message, and I hope you'll be back for more, okay? So take care, make the right decisions, be more self-aware, love yourself, accept those compliments, and I'll see you later.